My name is Spencer Wolf. I'm the assistant coach here at George Mason University, in charge of the forwards, and I've been here for 2 full seasons.
My name is Morgan Menizza, and I'm the assistant coach at George Mason University, and I'm in charge of the defense.
My name is Nick Baker. I'm currently a junior at George Mason University. I've been playing with Mason Ice Hockey since I was a freshman, and I played defense for the team. I grew up playing for the Reston Raiders. I started with them when I was 4 years old. And I chose Mason mainly because George Mason played our travel team when I was a senior in high school, and I honestly didn't apply to the school until I played them.
Before I came here to George Mason University, I grew up in Fargo, North Dakota, where I played high school hockey for the Fargo South Bruins for 3 years. Before that, I played for my junior leagues growing up in Fargo and also some schools in Minnesota.
I went to Robert Morris University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and played 3 seasons of ACHA Division I ice hockey there. And then after graduation, I came back home and got the opportunity to join Steve's regime, if you will.
When I first came to George Mason University in 2008, I didn't even know that George Mason had an ice hockey program. It wasn't until 2010 when I found out the program even existed, and Coach Hijack was just taking over the program. And the program in general was pretty much just a beer league team. But that's transitioned greatly into a very high-class program over the last 4 years under Coach Hijack.
I've seen the program come from almost nothing, where the kids were driving themselves to faraway games, and now we have charter buses. And for the future, I see limitless possibilities for this. I see hundreds of fans, strong fan base, all really supporting the team, and I see hopefully a good record.
Because of our recent success over the last couple of years, George Mason was recently asked to join the Colonial League, which is the top league in our division here in ACHA Division III on the East Coast. It's a big move for us. It's going to be a big challenge, but I think the boys are up to the task, and it says a lot about how far this program's come in the last couple of years.
We're going to be playing up north in Pennsylvania in the New York region, and the hockey is going to be much faster, much more physical, and just a much higher level of play than what we played last year. But we're looking for our team to be much better, have much more depth, and we're definitely going to be up for the task.
So this past season, we really saw a boost in our team's work ethic, and I think it was a big attest to seeing results right away, which was great in our special teams. And all that work really set the bedstone for us winning enough games to get the invitation into the Colonial Division this year.
Our practices are performed at a high level. There is an element of fun, but only if we're winning games. If we're not winning games, we know we're 100% business. They're extremely organized, so we're always improving and we're always preparing for the next opponent.
During tryouts, we have a number of what we would call guest coaches coming in to evaluate the players from a third-party standpoint. Coach Menizza, Coach Hijack, and I have seen most of these boys in the last couple of years, so it's kind of hard for us sometimes to look at the boys from an objective standpoint. So we bring in a couple of very high-profile people that come in who know the game very, very well, and they're really able to provide us with tremendous value in terms of evaluating the players.
The additional amenities that we have for our fans during our games this year include they're going to have restaurants, quality food, and we're going to have 12 webcasted games, and that's greatly going to improve our crowds because they'll have more of a real NCAA game experience here than they did last year, and the webcast will be able to broaden our span throughout the country and also technically throughout the world, wherever you get internet access, which is also great for the parents of our players so they can always watch their kids' home games.
At George Mason, we have a lot of community support, and we really like our fans, and we really try to give back to the community, and we've done that in the past couple of years with our charity games, and we try to have 2 charity games a year. In our 2 annual charity games, we average about $40,000 in the season.
Coach Hijack is currently in negotiations of trying to find a way for George Mason to play in the Winter Classic upcoming here in 2014 in the District of Columbia. If we had the potential of doing that, and that's still an if, but if we were, that would be huge for the boys, that would be huge for their families, it would be huge for the university. It's a tremendous opportunity for the guys. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I know college programs all around the U.S., whether that's ACHA or Division I or Division III, whatever it might be. that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
The team chemistry, I think, is the absolute best part of George Mason Ice Hockey. I was pleasantly surprised when I got here. It has the best team chemistry out of any team I've ever played on in my entire life, on and off the ice. When we step on the ice, we're 100% business. We push each other to do better, which I think is great for team development. And then as soon as we step off the ice, we're back to being best friends. And that really adds to our performance on the ice because we're like a family. And we push each other to perform better. We get on each other when we perform poorly. And it is a very positive environment.
What I would say to a potential recruit would be that they need to not only make the decision from a hockey perspective, but from a student perspective, and really look at their options at George Mason and what our university offers them. Not only is it a great academic school, but also the area that you're in. You have all these Fortune 500 companies and Forbes top companies that are in the Washington, D.C. area, and all these opportunities with the internships. And we have a lot of players that have gone on to not only full-time careers, but even as in the summer internships.
As a result of me attending George Mason University, where I met Coach Hijack, we developed a close relationship, and I joined on with him at Baker Donaldson after I graduated from George Mason University. So not only has the hockey team provided a great source of fun, high competitive hockey for me for a couple of years, it also has helped me with my professional career.
Over the past 5 years here at George Mason University, we've put together the foundation for a really top-notch program, and it's something that we can really be proud of here.